Okay, good evening, everybody. My name is Robin Sullivan. I'm a very blessed Diamond Senior Ruby Ambassador with Plexus, and I am super excited each and every week to come to you guys with another call full of just amazing testimonies. And tonight we're going to be talking about several ladies who have incredible stories of hope. There are so many people who are suffering in silence, people who they are sick and tired of being sick and tired. That was me. And I cannot express to you how much joy we get, those of us on this call that aren't guests, but individuals who are actually sharing Plexus with others, how much joy we get just seeing the incredible transformation that happens when you begin to really educate people about what it means to balance blood sugar, decrease systemic inflammation in the body, and truly focusing on healing and repairing your gut and getting your body healthy from the inside out. And so the stories you're going to hear tonight are women that actually just recently started Plexus, and their testimonies from how they may have started for one reason, but they got so much more. And Plexus is truly way more than what meets the eye. And so that's what I love about these calls. Honest to goodness, I do not ever really know what the individuals, the guests that are on the call are going to say. I just get recommendations from other leaders in Plexus that say, hey, this particular individual has an amazing story that I want you to hear. So I'm always in great anticipation. So I'm excited to jump right in. So our first story tonight, I'm going to have Deidre, you unmute yourself. I want you to tell everybody where you're from, when you started Plexus, what made you even get started with Plexus, and just share with us your journey, both health-wise, business-wise, all the above. Take it away.
All righty. Hello, everybody. I've got my little notes here in case you see me looking down because I don't want to leave anything out.
I know.
But my name, like she said, is Deidre Maltvia, and I'm a very blessed senior gold Plexus ambassador, 1 day diamond. Okay.
That's right.
I started my journey with Plexus in mid-February, but the date that sticks out to me the most is February 20th. That was my launch party, and I think I went silver that day. And so my business took off a lot faster than I even anticipated, because like you probably heard some people say, we started for the products. We didn't really, I kind of have my ear open to different business opportunities, but I didn't know. I didn't know what to expect. But also by the end of March, I hit senior gold with the help of my amazing team, who are doing very well, by the way. So a little bit more about me. I was born and raised and still reside here in Conway, Arkansas. I'm a proud dog mom. I don't have any human kids, but hey, that's okay. I have my little 8-month-old Labradoodle. His name is Cruz. He's running around here, just in case you see me looking around. I'm a massage therapist, and I've been running my own business in that for the last 10 years. So I've been invested in helping other people become healthy. And one thing that I want to teach my clients is that, adding massage therapy to your life is a healthy choice. But if you're not taking care of your body from the inside out, then those benefits of massage therapy and anything else that you try is just temporary. But before Plexus, thankfully, I didn't have any health issues like from the doctor. I didn't have a diagnosis, but I did have a whole bunch of check engine lights. So if I probably went to the doctor like I was supposed to, he probably would have told me something. But anyway, so those check engine lights were blinking. And I knew that I needed something more than what I was doing. My hormones started doing their own thing somewhere in my 30s. And it started showing up in my moods. And I'm generally a happy person. And it started showing up on my face. I experienced adult acne. And that was horrible, because that was like all of a sudden I've got all this stuff going on. And then in my early 30s, I dealt with like random breakouts with hives. It was just in this area. It's not cute because you can't even hide it. Like, who wants to wear turtlenecks in the summertime? I didn't, but I thought about it. But that eventually went away. But because the root cause was still there, it showed up in different ways, like, irregular menstrual cycles and Dunlap disease. my belly done left over. And I hope that wasn't corny, but that was the truth. But it did. I was like, enough is enough. So I had that issue. I dealt with that while I was in the military. And I don't know if I have any military members out there. That's something that we fought a lot, you know, with the tape measurement and stuff. And I was doing the most trying to get past those PT tests. And I couldn't figure out why it was such a struggle, because I grew up athletic and I was doing all the things to get past that doggone PT test. I was sprinting up hills. I was doing It Works reps, and they worked for like a day, but I needed it to continue to work until I, you know, taped out. But the fact that I had to do all of those things and I was still eating right, it just let me know that something wasn't quite right. Another thing I dealt with before Plexus was that random brain fog. And it would happen at the most inopportune times, like when I'm face to face talking to somebody and they're actually paying attention to what I'm saying. And then you've got this brain fog and I'm struggling to just be present. And I was like, Lord, what is going on? Do I need to drink some more water? Do I need to make some green smoothies? You know, what? And all those things are great, the water and green smoothies. But it wasn't until I got consistent with Plexus that I saw a more consistent change in that area. So now to my wins. My wins is that my face may not be completely clear, but compared to what it was, that I don't deal with that adult acne anymore. I don't deal with brain fog anymore. I have more mental clarity, and I'm crushing my workouts. Now I've retired from the military, and I'm glad that I'm got that done. So I probably could pass a PT test now, but I don't want to try it. just knowing that I'm able to run again, and just for the fun of it, and not have that inflammation in my legs. You know, if any runners out there, you know what I'm talking about, the shin splints, all the stuff, you know, that would slow you down from being your best self. I don't deal with that anymore. Let me see what else. Yeah, I don't deal with all of that anymore. And I just feel good. I've got my mom on Plexus. My daddy's on the fence. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. I've got a brother on Plexus and he's doing well with it. And I've got my older sister is on Plexus. We're working on her to stay consistent, but you know, I believe she's going to start seeing some results pretty soon since she just started. And I've got some church members that's on Plexus as well, and they are seeing amazing results. So, you know, and to hear them talk about how excited they are to continue, because, you know, a lady in particular, she didn't weigh herself, but her clothes are falling off. That's pretty huge, you know, and I've known her my whole life and I knew she was kind of dealing with some things. So to see that happening is amazing. And last but not least, the community and accountability that I have with Plexus. I have new friends and I have new family with you all. One day we'll all meet, but I'm just so thankful to have leaders who are God-fearing, leaders who will pray over you, leaders who seek God's direction with this business. Like, I know I'm in the right place. But I got to give a shout out to Christy Tucker, the girl who brought me in, the woman who brought me in, Julie Robinson, LaQuinta Layton, and Summer Godfrey. I love all of y'all, and I'm just very, very thankful to be here. That's it.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So awesome, Deidre. Now, I do have a couple questions though.
Okay.
You kind of glossed over this idea that you started in February and you're seeing your goal by March. So can you talk to us a little bit about what made you get really excited and passionate about telling close to 50 people in less than 45 days?
Oh my gosh. I just got on fire when Christy first invited me to join the Zoom. Like, I was always interested in hearing more about becoming more healthy. But I heard Summer's testimony and I just believed her. And I started talking about it a little bit before I even got my products. But I did what I was told to do. I was told, you know, to which is great advice, by the way. Make my list of 100 people and just reach out to everybody and let them hear for themselves what Plexus can do. I mean, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And those that drank, I'm so grateful. So.
I love the way you simplified that, Deidre, because I think so many people, they overthink this and they overcomplicate it. And really, truly, if you think about, if you had a cure for cancer, would you just keep that to yourself? You wouldn't.
Right.
If you have an answer that someone may be praying for, why wouldn't you share it? Because the least you could do is educate them about it, but they ultimately have to make the decision. So I just really encourage any of you who are on this call and you've been kind of on the fence about sharing Plexus, kind of on the fence about making that list of 100, doing your launch event, guys, there's no reason not to, right? Because what we're sharing with people is truly life-changing. And ultimately, those individuals have to make that decision for themselves. But they can't make that decision if you don't ever tell them about it. So thank you so, so much for just your transparency, for your enthusiasm, Deidre. We're so excited to have you a part of the team. Okay, so next up, we have got Ms. Stacy Slaughter. I'm so excited for her to share her testimony, her story of hope tonight. Stacy, go ahead and unmute yourself and talk to us about when you started Plexus, how you found out about Plexus, what made you get started, where you were before Plexus, where you are now, and just share with us your incredible testimony, both health-wise and business or anything otherwise. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Robin. I really appreciate the opportunity to share. It's been an incredible ride. It's been an incredible ride. My name is Stacy Slaughter, and I have a husband. He is Carl, and we've been married for 32 years. I'm so excited because not only am I benefiting from Plexus, but he is too. So that's very, very exciting. We have 12 grandchildren, and we have 2 great grandsons. One is 4 months old, and one is 18 months old. And I was a little tiny bit late today because we have the 18-month-old here, and he was having special problems. So I apologize for being a couple of minutes late, but I started Plexus on March 30th, actually. That's when my product arrived. And Del Rita Parks, love her heart, you know, she reached out to me a few times. And I'll confess that I've been in, and I've done this, Amway, Bamway, the right way, the wrong way. I've done it all, right? There's very few companies that use people like us to market that I haven't been involved in. But this has been obviously the most amazing. And when I say the most amazing, that's what I mean from the bottom of my heart. So where was I? I had cancer in 2020, breast cancer. And I thank God I'm a survivor. But before that, I had some other challenges. And when I say challenges, I mean, you know, big stuff going on. And one of the biggest things that I was dealing with was my bowels. I would not be able to go places because I had IBS, but I didn't know it, right? And so I'd be, you know, sometimes an hour and 2 hours in the bathroom. I'd get up and have to go back, you know, and things like that. And it was pretty ruthless. But over the years, I've had so many diagnoses. And it was just crazy. So here comes this cancer. And I'm like, God, really? You can't be serious. This just can't be happening. So this was January 2020. I thought I was going to die. I'll be honest with you. I really did. I said, well, I guess I better put my affairs in order because it won't be long and I'm going to be out of here. And that was my mind made up. It was not the Lord. That was my mind made up. And please forgive my tears, but they are truly tears of joy because I'm grateful. Believe me when I tell you I'm grateful. So my husband, you know, we're talking and we're dealing with this. And thankfully I didn't have to have radiation. I didn't have to have chemo. I had radiation, over 20 treatments. And, but during that time between January and April, when I got finished, I was like, you know, I was trying to do everything I could nutrition wise. And when I say everything, I mean everything. But oh my Lord, it just wasn't working. You know, it was hard to fix 2 meals because I had my mother-in-law here and I had my husband. And so it was just too difficult. So I go through the year, and I had this really traumatic experience in 2019 that you'll hear in my diamond story in a year or two. I'm not sure when I'll go diamond, but my plan is to go, and to go as quickly as possible. So you'll hear that story when I'm on stage, right? But anyway, something tragic happened to me in 2019. It changed my whole life. I think that's what I said, Lord, was it that? Is that what caused this cancer? Anyway, so we're toward the end of 2020, and I'm thinking, I got to do something. Now, you guys, I got to tell you, I have been in love with real estate for years, actually a couple of decades, and I've done a lot of stuff in real estate. And that's, I just can't hardly leave it alone. But I will tell you that in March 2021, Del Rita called me. Actually, she sent me a message. And I was like, oh, Lord, I mean, like many of us have the same story. Oh, Lord, here we go. And I was like, for 10 years, I've been telling people, no, 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 I will not enter into a marketing company. I've built businesses. I've been successful. I've got all this experience behind me, and I just don't need that. But then she shared her story. And I have been dealing with this back condition for 2 years, at least 2 years. But for 2 years, actually, it's been longer than that. But for the last 2 years, I've been on narcotics. 2 years, 2 to 4, Norco a day. And I was tied to a heating pad for the last 2 months before I found Plexus, before the Lord gave it to me, because he dropped it in my lap. He used Del Rita in a big way. So, I've got diagnosis, slip disc, arthritis above and below that, arthritis in the sacrum, sciatic issues. And so when she said that after the 3rd day, she had a breakthrough, I was like, wow, I got to have this stuff. So March 23rd is when I placed my order. I refused to talk about it. I refused to talk about it. And she kept trying to get me to do it. And I'm just really hard-headed. And I hope there are no men on the line that I would offend by saying this, but I've been trained by men for a very, very long time. And, men's hearts are a lot harder than ours. And while I still am a female, I had some hardness that I had to let go of, right? So Plexus has helped me, this community, you guys, I'm telling you, you all have helped me tremendously. So anyway, I get my product. I told Del Rita on that Monday before I got my product, Del Rita, if I don't get my product, I'm going to scream. And I used this GIF or GIF or whatever you call it. And it was a woman that had her pillow to her face and she's screaming in the pillow. And that was me. It's like, oh my God. Well, 3 days before I actually got my product, I went to the doctor, the back doctor. I've been going to doctors, you guys. Oh my gosh, it's been crazy. So I go to the doctor. I'm at the doctor's office. I didn't take any medication because I wanted him to see, this was a new doctor. I wanted him to really know what my pain level is or was and show him where it was and all of that. Well, I got out of there. I'm crying. I'm calling my husband saying, I don't even know. I'm sorry.
No, take your time, dear. You're fine.
I don't even know if I can drive home, right? Because I couldn't go to the grocery store. And when I went, I tried not to use those little carts because I thought somebody else needed it more than me. You guys, Plexus has changed my whole life, my whole entire life. I had convinced myself that I was going to be crippled and it was just a matter of time. Well, the cripple never came because God sent Plexus. Oh, I swore all day long I was not going to cry about this, but y'all, I'm telling you, this vessel is thankful. Thankful. I am so, so thankful. I don't even have a tissue in my office. But anyway, so I took my first, ProBio 5 and BioCleanse the first night because it came late, right? So I was like, well, I can't drink the pink drink because it says take it in the morning. Right? So I'm trying to be compliant. And so I didn't. I got up the next morning and my husband, I walked in the kitchen. You hear me? I walked in the kitchen. My husband said, what are you doing up? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, you haven't been up at this time of the day for a very long time, and you don't have your heating pad dragging behind you, right? I'd wake up in the morning, you guys, and I'd have to make a decision. Do I go to the bathroom first, or do I take my medication first? You know, those kinds of decisions I was having to make because of this back issue. When he said that, I thought, oh, could that stuff be working this fast? Well, it was. Day two, I passed the candy dishes. We have candy dishes all over the house. I'm passing the candy dishes. I'm not, sneaking a peek, if you will. By the third day, I went to a women's gathering that I had been waiting to go to, but I kept telling them I can't come. My back is too bad. I don't know what's going to happen. I can't. Well, I went to the women's gathering. I had on my high heel booties. I was cute, and that was that, right? So to finish the story, all of my wins have been incredible. I was on melatonin. My dad passed away in 2018, and I took care of him for almost 6 years after my mom passed away. And so I was on melatonin because I couldn't sleep. I had started drinking bourbon. I'm just telling you the truth, right? I started drinking a shot of bourbon periodically, and I'd have a beer every now and then. And I'm just telling you, these are things people don't talk about, y'all. But I'm telling you what, this is real for me. This is very, very real. I had my energy was low, but my memory was starting to change. And I'm like, God, I'm 60 years old. This doesn't seem right. Okay. So I got more energy. I've got elevated mood, and I'm happy anyway, generally. But I was hiding, y'all, because I was in pain. I was sick. My skin is brighter. I've got improved digestion. That acid reflux, they used to wake me up in the middle of the night and burn my throat up. And for 2 and 3 days, I'd be hoarse, couldn't talk. I lost 12 pounds the first 30 days with my plexus. And the inches are going away. Oh my gosh, there's just, I can't even tell. I know that my hormones are changed because I'm not having those hot flashes, but I do take a medication that took my estrogen away. And that was one of the excuses I gave Del Rita. I said, I got to talk to my doctor because I can't stop this medication, right? I didn't stop it, but I started Plexus. And I'm just trying to tell you, what a journey this has been for me. I've watched Robin, I've watched Summer, I've watched Del Rita, I've watched Lavina Slaughter. I've been incredibly blessed. And this community, you can't beat it. I'm trying to tell you, Amway, Bamway, the right way, the wrong way. This is not this is not legal services. This is not clothing or jewelry, this is about people's lives. And I take this so, so serious. I stopped doing real estate investing altogether, and I'm focusing on Plexus because this is changing people's lives. And that's all I can think about right now. Yes, I'm a minister of the gospel. Yes, I love Jesus, but I'm telling you what, this is Jesus plus nothing, right, for salvation. But he said faith without works is dead. And believe me, I'm working. I'm trying to tell everybody I can. If I could shout it from the rooftop, I would. Please try Plexus. Please try Plexus. So with that, I'm going to stop. Thank you, Robin, for allowing me to share. I have so much more, but like I said, my diamond story is going to be a story that you're going to want to hear.
Oh my word, Stacy, just incredible. I absolutely love your testimony. Now, I've got to ask, so we're not done just yet.
Yes, ma'am.
First of all, tell us exactly what products you're taking and exactly what you were taking in those first 3 days where you started feeling such a huge difference.
Okay. I didn't add that I was taking 7 medications when I came into Plexus, and now I'm on 3. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. I was right. Okay. So I read up, I listened to Summer. I was on a total of 3 calls, but by the third time I told Del Rita, send me your link, right? Because that's what we do, right? Send me your link. Anyway, so I took the triplex. I had nerve and I had ease.
Okay.
So I did my loading doses that night, loading doses, because those are important. And Del Rita helped me understand that very, very, very clearly. In Summer, she just put the staple in it. So I took, that night, y'all, I took 4 E's and I took 4 Nerve. That was my first night, along with my ProBio 5. Started with 1 ProBio 5, and I took 3 BioCleanse. That was my first night. The second night, guess what I did? The same thing, right? I didn't care that I got relief. I knew that I had something going on, and it was gonna be essential that I followed the protocol for loading. And that was really important for me. So by the next night, that was the third night, I was up to 2 ProBio 5s and 4 BioCleanse. And I did 4 BioCleanse 2 days, 2 days, right? Things began to change. And I'm telling you, there's a sister on this call right now that had the same trouble that I did. And she talks about it, and I can talk about it too, buddy. When you see, I save time now going to the bathroom. Right? Because I get in there, I get done, I get out, and it's lovely. Time is so important, right? You can't get it back. So I'd rather be doing something to help somebody else than sitting on the toilet griping, saying, oh God, please help me, begging God to help me. So that's what I did.
Oh my goodness. So I'm so glad I asked that question, Stacey,
Yeah.
because you're one of the few people that I've ever met that actually follow the protocol from day one for loading dose. And that is precisely why I know you had the results that you got so quickly with all of the health issues that you were facing.
Yes.
So I am so excited to be able to share this testimony with so many people who have nerve issues, who've got a lot of systemic inflammation going on, because Nerve and Ease are literally 2 of the unsung heroes of our Plexus product line. Truly unsung heroes, hands down. So God bless you for trusting Del Rita and ordering that bulk product right from the start, because man, the way that you felt after day 3, like there's nothing like that.
Nothing at all. And I haven't looked back, and it's so awesome. And I'm still building. I'm still building my, I guess my products, right?
Yeah,
Because I
exactly.
want it all. Everything that I have that's an issue, and Plexus says that it can benefit my body, I'm on it. I'm on it. I mean, if I could tell you, I have the Triplex, I got the Nerve and Ease, I started X Factor Plus, I've got Active, and oh my God, my husband's lost 14 pounds. His diabetes readings are getting under control. And he's like, Stacey, I think you're about to blow up, aren't you? That's what he's saying now, right? Because I've done so many things, and he supported me, for a long time. And then it was like, I ain't doing that no more, babe, right? I'm not going to do it. I've given you, we took mortgages out on our homes to do stuff, right? $39.95, which I didn't even pay that. I paid $1, right? The month I came in, right? I've never been able to start a business for $9.95. Are you kidding me? Yeah. And to have a product that really benefited me, I can't, it's like, it's so exciting. It is so exciting.
Oh, well, your excitement, honestly, Stacey, is contagious. Now, my last question for you before we go is this. When you first started sharing your testimony, and you obviously have had a lot of experiences doing a lot of other things, a lot of people have tried to bring you in to do other things. Tell me what in particular, when you started to weep a little bit in the beginning of your testimony, when you were thinking about how this is different, can you talk to us a little bit more about why specifically you think our community and why Plexus is so different?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. I'll start with why Plexus is so different. Excuse me for that ring. Plexus is different because, as I stated, you can put clothes on your body, you can put hair on, which I've had, you can get your fingernails done and your toes done. But guess what? When you walk out that door, your body still feels bad. You might look good, but your body feels like the devil on wheels. And so there's no way, I'm looking at people now, Robin and family, I'm looking at people, and I haven't had everybody say yes to Plexus, but I'm looking at them thinking, you're looking right at me. You see the difference, yet you don't want to try with a 60-day money back guarantee. Okay, so I'll leave that commercial there. But the other thing was, I was desperate. I was desperate. That 3 days before I got my product, and I'm calling my husband, he's saying, honey, do you need me to come and get you? Please let me come and get you. And I'm telling him no, because first of all, I have to get, come back and get my car, and all that kind of stuff. And I don't like to put him out I mean, my God, he's my man, he worked 44 years in public service, and the last thing I want to do is have him doing more for me, even though he will, right? We have such a love relationship. It's so awesome. But anyway, I was desperate, Robin. I was desperate. I was willing to try anything. And that's what I told the Lord. God, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it looks like. If I got to skate down the street on one foot, please send me something. And he did. Not only did he send me product, but he sent me a community of mostly women. Guys are coming on board, thanks to some people in our, in our circle here. Guys are coming on board. But I'm telling you, you can have all the God, all the Jesus, all the Holy Spirit you need. But he put people on the earth to be together. And I can't take that away. He wants us to be together. He wants us to love each other. He wants us to experience loving one another. He really does. That's what he said. I mean, 2 things, right? Love me and love my people. And that's it. If you do those 2 things, you got it going on. So that's what made me. I started reading the testimonies, and people were sharing love. And I'm like, wow, this is so incredible. So I thank God for it. I really, really do. Y'all don't know. Like I said, my diamond story is going to tell it, but you have no idea where I've come from and how thankful and grateful I am for Plexus and this community. Great products, great service. You call customer service and they're right there for you. Summer's there, Del Rita's there, you are here. Nobody hiding out, nobody hiding out. Hi. My husband and my great grandson are at the office window. I'm like, what am I seeing? Anyway, but yeah, Robin, I hope that I've answered your question.
Absolutely, you did. And that's just a perfect way to end this call tonight, guys. God created us for community. And so when you become a part of something purely genuine, right? And something where people, they feel like they're seen, they're heard, they're loved, and they're known. It's very, very difficult to walk away from something like that, and just not feel the synergy that we have on this particular team, but all throughout this entire company. So I just appreciate Stacy and Deidre for your amazing
Yes.
testimonies tonight. Thank you so very much, guys. If you were a guest on this call and someone invited you, please, please get back with the person who invited you to listen to these incredible testimonies tonight. And if you are already a part of Plexus and you just needed that extra push to get you to say yes to sharing, we hope that these stories tonight prompted you to do just that. So you guys have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. God bless everybody. Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
night.
Bye, everybody. Good night. Thanks, Deidre.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank
Good
you for
night.
having me.